They were counted, catalogued, and forgotten. 120 German women held at the edge of a collapsing war, stripped of rank and certainty, wearing uniforms that no longer meant what they once had. History recorded them only as prisoners, but it missed the night when choice returned to them. In a temporary camp after the surrender, guarded loosely and fed poorly, they gathered in silence as darkness fell. No speeches were made, no orders were given. One by one, they removed their Nazi uniforms, the symbols stitched onto the fabric heavier than the cloth itself. Some hands shook, not from fear of punishment, but from the weight of what those uniforms had represented. Complicity, obedience, survival bought at the cost of conscience. A small fire was lit behind a ruined barracks, hidden from the main road. When the first jacket was thrown in, flames climbed fast, devouring insignia, buttons popping like distant gunfire. Others followed. Dresses, coats, armbands, each piece fed to the fire with quiet resolve. Some women cried, others stood rigid, faces lit by orange glow, watching the past burn away. They were not heroes in the traditional sense. Many had followed orders, worked offices, hospitals, supply lines, telling themselves they had no choice. That night was their answer to history's accusation. Burning the uniforms did not erase guilt, but it rejected allegiance. It was a declaration made without witnesses, without forgiveness guaranteed. When guards discovered the ashes at dawn, there were no punishments recorded, no reports filed. The war had ended, and no one thought it important enough to note. What history missed was the moment they reclaimed ownership of themselves, not as Germans, not as prisoners, not as women defined by the regime, but as individuals choosing to step away from what had consumed them. Long after trials named leaders and textbooks drew clean lines between good and evil, those ashes remained uncounted. Yet in that fire was something fragile and rare, the decision to let an identity die so something human could survive. It wasn't redemption, it was refusal, and sometimes that is where truth begins. If you enjoyed this story and want more intense thrillers and suspenseful adventures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with friends who love a good mystery. Your support helps me bring you more stories just like this one.